G'day all you stoners and all you Australian stoners, and welcome back to another episode of Hash Kitchen. And this is just some munchies that I thought I'd cook up and show you that this is actually a pretty good meal. So sit back, relax, get your bongs, your mighty, your vapes, your dabs and your edibles ready. Stay stoned, stay snazzy, let's get cooking Australia. Welcome to Hash Kitchen. So to start the episode off, we're going to actually slice up this and then fry it up quickly and then place it in the oven for a short period of time, and then we'll get right back into cooking everything else. Alrighty, now that we've cut and sort of somehow peeled these up, now let's dice them up and chuck them in a pan that used to have bacon in it. Alrighty, now that they're somewhat evenly sliced up, that's what I'm talking about. And there's a pan that has bacon in it, let's get that bacon out. Alrighty, you see all those bacon grease? All that. Now we'll jump all this together. Give that a bit of a fry, and then we'll chuck it in the oven for 180 degrees, only 20 minutes, and then we'll check on it. Give it a turn, put it in again, see how it goes. Short fry, and then straight into the oven. Alrighty, once you've gotten that done, fried up and ready to go, you can even add a bit of Himalayan pink sea salt. Yeah, the boys. Get that pot on there and ready to go. Today we're adding quite a fair few of Portabello mushrooms. But first, before we get anything else started, we're going to grab the bacon. You can cut it up if you want, but I'm going to start frying it straight away and then cut it up afterwards. There we go, get that on the heat. Once this is fried, then I'm going to add this in, and then sear this for a little bit, and then add a little bit of water when I add the mushrooms in. So let me just stop talking and rather just get you into showing what I'm doing. Check them back in 20 minutes at 180 degrees. We'll give them a turn, and then we'll get them in for another 20 minutes. But first, get this bit cut up smaller pieces. You can add butter into this, but I'm choosing not to add butter. If I was to add any butter, I would only put a small amount, but I think the bacon will do just fine today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fry this bacon, and then I'm going to add in the stir-fry beef strips and sear those, and then add water after I've seared those. So let me just get straight into that. If you're good at multitasking like myself, you've washed your mushrooms while your bacon has been frying, and now that we've washed the mushrooms and had them cleaned and everything ready to go, now is when I add this a little bit of garlic while I'm searing this. So without further ado, let's chuck them straight in. Not the mushrooms, they've just been washed, but this steak strips. Chuck them in with the bacon. Here we go, let all the blood drip in for some flavour. Alright, after we've had this seared, that's when we chuck our water and this in. But first, let's chuck a bit of garlic in and get cooking. Now, doesn't this just smell delicious? Don't you wish you had a little bit of smell-o-vision right now? Or some form of being able to smell this? Lovely and seared with the bacon, the garlic and the pink Himalayan sea salt. Thank goodness for this thing. Yummo. Anyways, now let's add a little bit of water, being 500 milliliters of boiling water, and then we add the mushrooms, and then we add this lovely mushroom sauce. I'll turn it over so you can read the package. $500 ml of water, these mushrooms, let's go. Alrighty, the water's ready. I've already poured the mushroom sauce by bare bones in there. Slowly and surely pour all the 500 milliliters of boiling water into the mix. Look at that, perfect. Now this should just cover the water. Sorry, the water should just cover the food. That's why I said 500 ml. Wonderful, it just covers it there. Now let's add in the mushrooms and let this sit. You can choose to use less than I've used, but you know, I love my mushrooms, so there you go. Now once these are ready, steady spaghetti, chuck the lid on top Whoops. And I'm going to simmer them for about an hour. But first, we must check what's in the oven. Time to flip these bad boys. Oh my goodness, I love mushrooms. This is going to be delicious. They're shrinking. Delicious. Portabello mushrooms. Bit of bacon and beef. These are coming up looking on done. Look at that. Whoa. Defog the camera real quick. Phenomenal. I didn't add any oil. I just pre-fried them in bacon and they're loving it. And you will be too loving this if you give this recipe a go. So let's check around. How's this going? Wonderful. And there you have it, a simple stone stew. Could have been a little bit more seared, but still nonetheless delicious. Enjoy, stay stoned, stay snazzy. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe. This has been Hash Kitchen. Let me eat this all. See you next time.